想先请大家看一段小的影片，before I start my talking. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very happy to be here. My name is Andre. I'm a chef, and this is what I do, as you see just now. But today, we're not gonna talk about food, and I don't want to talk about how I started, what's the sad story behind a successful story, anyway. And also the reason that I'm here with my chef suit, because I gotta go back to cook later. So I just try to make more time for myself. Today we're gonna talk about something different. We'll talk about the original intention and the imagination. I feel like this is something we're missing when we're getting older. When we started getting older, we lose our imagination. We always say that, oh, you know, your son is so creative. Look at the painting, or look at the sketch that he or she did. But once we all get older, we can kind of see things. We kind of see through things, like we know everything. We know how the thing works, how the car works, and that this is how it is. So we don't see things with an imagination, or sometimes we forget what is the original intention that we have in us, or why you want to be a chef, or why you're an artist, why you are an architect. What's the original intention that makes you want to be an architect or a chef? I think most of you know what it is. It's a hat. No, it's not, right? We all recognize this, this drawing from The Little Prince, the story. This is the first chapter, the first story of Little Prince. When they talk about, he made the first drawings, and everybody think that it's a hat. You know, those grown-ups, they don't know, they don't see what they see, and it's boa constrictors was swallowing an elephant. So this is what we see. And then we want the kids to draw something that it's so clear, so we know that, oh, okay, now I know this boa constrictor is swallowing an elephant. So we kind of lose the imagination that how beautiful is that if we see things with an imagination, like, okay, I was thinking, what is inside? So I want to pull it back to what I'm doing. I'm a chef. We did a couple of talks. I always say that we're always in a search of a way to communicate with people in different, we're all in the different industries. By introducing, for me, by introducing the new flavors, the new produce, the new technique, it seems like it's our job. And all the chefs, all the time, they say, well, you know what, I got a new produce. You know what, I got a new technique, check this out. But I realized that one day I just woke up and realized that the most beautiful part of the experience is the intention, the process, and the story behind. What is the intention, the process, and story behind? We talk about cooking, the cuisine. When the boyfriend tried to figure out how to use the microwave and then to cook something for the girlfriend, the intention is beautiful. You don't want to know that what's going to come out from the microwave. Or a big mama was cooking for his parents, for his parents or for her kid. I think the process is beautiful, and that's something that I feel that it's been lacking. This morning I had an interview. I said, if the restaurant, you order a pan-fried salmon, and it comes to pan-fried salmon, and the waiter tell you, well, okay, this is your pan-fried salmon. Why you need to know? Because you already ordered a pan-fried salmon, right? In our restaurants, I hate to call it restaurant, but unfortunately, it's a restaurant. I mean, because you have to pay. Because you don't say restaurant and you don't pay, right? You're invited. So, yeah. So we don't explain what is on the plate. We're explaining to the guests what is not on the plate. What is the intention? Why I create this dish? We hope to use what we know. We're not thinking that, oh, okay, we need to know more. We need to know all the technique. We know what we know. And then with the seasonal change, and then we change it the way that we work from the technique, the limited technique that we know. So, for these three intention, process, and story behind, that links to the art of philosophy. Art of philosophy is a word that I created myself. I was thinking that how can I describe a cuisine? How can I describe my cuisine? In a way. So, art of philosophy. I just want to use a very quick way to explain. Okay, this is okay, sorry. Maybe you're clear like this. This is the tongue. Okay? Okay, here is bitter. Okay, acid, sweet, and salty. Okay? So, how can if I can create 4 or 5 different dishes, separate into 5 different tastes, every course is a first punch. It's fresh. It's just like if I give you a candy, then I give you a watermelon, you won't taste watermelon. You taste because your palate gets tired. So if I can create 4 different dishes with 4 different elements, then each course is a fresh punch. Then each message is clear. So how can I use this idea to create my cuisine? Oh, sorry, I can actually use this. If let's say, okay, this is our brain. It looks more like a coffee beans, I know. Okay, if this is our brain from top down, what is the ultimate dining experience? What is the ultimate dining experience? It's not just, well, I had a good food, well, that restaurant was cool. It's when you walk out to the restaurant and then you say, wow, that was something. It's the same experience that when you see a great movie in that 2.5 hours, exactly the same time as you have a dinner, and you walk out to that door, you walk out to the theater, you say, wow, just now that took me to another space, and then I want to do that again. Yeah? That's why some of the great movies that we see 3 times, 5 times, and then you still get into that zone, and then come back again. So how can I create that? If I give them a different message, just like the movie. This morning we were talking about movie. If I can give this movie nervous, a bit of emotion, a little bit of intensity, a bit of excitement, give them the different elements. Every course, it's just like the different part of the movie. It should be different. It should have a different meaning in where they are. Okay, it's a menu. So that's what I said. I started when I was really young. And what is my cuisine? I've been thinking about what is my cuisine. And I go back for the past 15 years. I go back to everything that I do. All the books that I read, every little note that I had. And I look at them and I said, what is my cuisine? What is me? What is Andre? I don't want to cook what other people is cooking. I want to know what is me. That's why I left France. I left the jet set job that I have of running 6 restaurants all over the world. In France, you know, because I lost my original intention of being a chef and that fire that we were talking about. So I left and I went to Seychelles. I think anyone here been to Seychelles before? Seychelles was in South Africa. It's the little islands that next to Madagascar. Go there to really rediscover myself, to find out that when I have nothing, who is Andre? If I don't have that information and the connections, or you don't know what is the trend right now, what is the most hip things right now, what is you? You have no distraction. And I realized that these 8 elements that we're going to see, the 8 elements that keep repeating in my repertoire. These 8 elements keep repeating in a different form in my little books. And I said, that is Andre. Because it doesn't have a fixed form, but the structure is there, these 8 elements. So I said, well, then this is Andre. Here, the outer philosophy, obviously, well, it's the 8 elements that we create. Pure, salt, artisan, texture, south. South will mean south of France. Okay, and then memory, terroir. I want to just have a quick go through some of the elements in these 8. For example, in our restaurant we don't have menus. We don't have menus. We have only the menu. When you open it, it's only have 8 words. It's the 8 words that you saw just now. So people's like, okay. Well, at least I can see the price. There's no price on it. Yeah. I just want to quickly go through the 3 elements inside so that you have an idea. Artisan. We talked about an intention just now. Artisan. It's a dish that I always think when a chef, you go to a restaurant, the chef will tell you, I did this, I created this, I made this. It's always, I did it. It's me, it's my style. And then you want to show, you want to impress the guests who you are. But have we ever realized that all the nice producers, the farmers, the ways that we have a master of rice that's going to do a talking later, have we ever think about what they thought about their produce? No. There's only I made this rice into powder, something. I made it into. So I was thinking that it's just an intention. I'm thinking, can I make a dish that doesn't belong to Andre? Can I make a dish that belongs to him or any producer? Can I tell his story in my restaurant? Because I cannot make the A dish of all other people's dish, right? But I cannot have one that belongs to him, not belongs to me. Yes, I can. So artisan is the dish that it doesn't belong to me. I use the favorite vegetables or favorite dish, favorite fish that I like from one of the producer, the artist. Then I ask them, what is the best way? What's your favorite way to enjoy the produce? And I try to use the closest way to present it in the way that he wanted. It's like his baby, right? It's like his baby. You grow the vegetables from this to this to this, and then you want to give it to a good hand. You want to give it to someone that will enjoy and appreciate it. So it's the dish that doesn't belong to me. Another dish, pure, is one of the elements as well. I've been thinking that we were using too much seasoning, too much process, too much technique. Can we do one dish without electricity, without salt and pepper, without any other adding flavors? We use produce plus produce plus produce. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Without electricity, without just the original taste of the produce itself. That's something that, we can do. Memory. I did, memory, there was a lot of dish that I did before. Every year I did one dish called Snickers. Yeah, you all know Snickers. So I did one dish with the Snickers. Every year I did a different version. So when you taste it, you remind you of Snickers. It remind me of your childhood. This is a dish that, a memory dish that when I was in France, there was the 1996. I created this dish and I showed it to my chef, and he was a 2-star Michelin. It's really famous, and then he said, "Wow, this is really good. Andre, good job. Tomorrow I'm going to put it in the menu." So I was really happy. I was so proud, because it was the 2-star Michelin restaurants, and the chef was putting my dish in the restaurant. I was like, oh my God. The year after, I was still working there. We were rated 3-star Michelin, and it's one of the highest rank. And my dish was in there. I was so happy. I was like, I'm part of it. And that bring me the original intention, that feeling back again, that this is why I want to be a chef. This is why I want to be in this business. So before that, I want to talk about, okay, well, maybe we can have a look at it, the octo philosophy, all the 8 different elements, how it works. You can see a rough idea, not the whole story, but the half of the menu and how they look like. This is one of our seasonal menu, and I think that will give you a rough picture of how it look like. All right. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I think most important, I hope everybody find your original intention and be creative and find our own imagination to everything that we do. Thank you very much.